speaking about this new album. Incredible, man, really incredible. Yeah, I just finished digging on it, you know. And he comes from all sides on this one. Like each track take you from one bag to another, you know. He's low down, he's funky, he's sentimental, and the man is sad. Throughout the whole album, you'll find these elements of moods. And when you bag up that many moods, you gotta reach a lot of souls in some of the most remote areas. Music such as
Village, BALLFORCEONE, hallway Valedictorian, 2K4. It's just the intro. That's all it is, though. Yo, it's just the intro. So ask me how I'm feeling. And I'll be like, I feel like the whole world is watching. It's crazy. It's like the whole world is watching me. Man, damn. It's like the whole world is watching. Check it out. Shut up and listen. Sorry I kept you waiting. I know you've been extra patient. I guess I'll set the pace and exceed all your expectations. It's by design. There's a reason behind this rhyme. I wake at sunset, so I always got time to shine. Mighty fine is the way that you might be fine. These chaotic thought processes occurring inside my mind. A mental gift, instrumentals giving a monumental lift. In constant realignment, I shift like continental drift when my pencil hits the padded tablet. Wreak the maddest havoc and exploit all of your bad habits. So sad it's tragic. We require an act of magic. My theories rely on applying the mathematics. That'll never happen. Too far beyond your comprehension. You stay, but I'm gone. I belong in the fourth dimension. Always a prisoner of my own God-given charisma. I'm strengthening the links between an MC and his listeners. Spare the lecture, cause for the last year we've been sitting here on a buried treasure. Those who thought we wouldn't dare, check the air pressure. How else could the value of 1 MC squared be measured? Oh, you're so very clever. And very funny, like the way friends disappear with the fair weather. But when it gets better, they wanna come back, pull up a chair, act like they really carry leverage. I wouldn't let you carry luggage. I shouldn't say this, but fuck it, we're done and I couldn't care lesser. Save your breath, peasant, before I have to add another paragraph to your death sentence. Passionately irrational, the outcast, kicked out the class from the hall, still outlast you all, Jack. And that there is a bold statement. Hold weight, knowing I can change the world with my quotations. Not because I'm losing my mind, but because luck truly is the residue of design. Seeking ye shall find that I lack concentration. Lost track of my train of thought when boarding at the concept station. We're all dreaming, the commoner's abomination. Somber to say tomorrow's coming, ain't making me any calmer. Anxiety replaces patience, don't make me wait any longer for my fate. Unless my fate is to conquer all of my fears, all my foes on the floor beneath me. Until I hit the glass ceiling and it shatters before she beats me. More she treats me like dirt, I'm likely to do her dirty. Instead I just do her favors and woo her to prove I'm worthy. All I can do is further prove how I'm stupid. I was smart as all hell as a youth, I guess I outgrew it. Holy piss, I'm only human, which means I'm only doomed when it comes time for these rhymes to come true. Then what, I'm ruined.
All the news is bad again. Kiss your dreams goodbye.
Drift away to the dream state. When the screen fades, everybody starts a clean slate. But this means that all the scammers got their schemes straight too. Ain't no keepsakes to take, ain't no cheapskates either. Nobody begging me for a free tape outside the theater, cause they know it's my release date. I got the fever, so I'm hot as heaters, or lava hotter than gonorrhea. But I ain't nada without my DJ, new producer. He's doing super, his beats shining brighter than his proven future. Count on us to hang around if you like Mr. Cooper, and if you the type to believe in hype, then let me introduce you. His name is Andrew, but the ladies and fans call him Ball-Force. Takes all sorts to stand tall, but they fall short. He's the dopest and I love him like my fucking brother. The closest I've had next to Gently, what's up to the others? To all the sisters who diss us cause we look rough, let me ask you how the fuck we look now that you look up, bitch. Village, Forceone, put your feet in the air like this if you're feeling the track. Don't call me Shirley. In the dream sequence, weed gleaming like green sequins. A fiend seeking for a hit to lift the spirits and feed the demons. I need to leave soon, ain't even arrived yet. On a private jet flying over some island I can't pronounce. A vile vacuum attached to my 7 bank accounts in the form of some skanks. Should probably walk the plank and drown. The game is fake I found when I'm awake, but in my slumber got this belief that all the dames are dialing up my number. The number one reason I'm so fucking uneasy is because these freeloading skeezers always gotta mistreat me. The day they beat me to the punch is the same day I'm hanging up my gloves, breaking up with my only love. I'm sure she thought it was her, but she's sorely mistaken. The rhythm I'm ripping, which got me touring foreign nations. Handball force is waiting for me to complete the odyssey. Beats are probably as deep as the abyss is obviously keeping the dream alive. Village, Forceone, put your V's in the air like this if you're feeling the track. It's like the song says, life is but a dream, but when the dream is over, what would have been the scene if we were always clean and sober? Never drinking, never smoking, never doing drugs, shooting up a new club because some dude just scuffed your Pumas. Could produce a slew of thugs who argue all day over crew love, won't catch him anywhere near a group hug. It's too much to ask, it may bruise the ego, but bask in this dreamy glow and it may turn to a freak show. Yo, Village, what you mean, bro? I'm just saying, you tough guys ain't always as tough as you seem, ho. I'll let you rest and give these thoughts a spot to marinate, and let the 45 revolutions per minute serenade you. Or a triplet of talents from different planets who so enchanted with this, and we sicken with disenchantment. Wishes granted, man. Hand me a mic, hand him a magnum, give him 10 shots, give me 2 thoughts, and then see you standing. Guns are for pussies, man. Punts are my weapon of choice. Why wet you up with a tech when chicks get wet from my voice? Collected and poised, ready for whatever is next. next. Whether it's neck breaking, sweating, or collecting a check. Respect to the vets, Crenshaw and General Eric, putting me through this boot camp of incredible lyrics. A subtle appearance from both, shortly following son, so you can toss your own salad after you swallow your tongue. All for the love, except for if you fall for the lust. Call on the trust of a hustler, end up sprawled in the dust, slapped in the face until your mouth is lacking in taste, but the flavor is lasting long over hi-hats and some bass. So raise your hand before you speak, chaka. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, don't put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, don't put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Yeah. Crenshaw got the suckers with clenched jaws, grinding molars like you're tweaking. My kindness is diametrically opposed to weakness. I'll take my blade and unsheath it and sink it deep beneath your solar plexus. No remorse and no regrets, don't sleep, my dialectic is ferocious. Most posers, they won't notice, cause I'm quiet and quite focused. No relief, I'm adamantly exposing battle MCs, inadequacies, and they don't wanna see me like a suicide soldier strapped with hot explosives, rocking the Ayatollah hoodie. I got 'em asking could he, would he, I will kill him, murder your district. I send my surgical assistant to sew your asshole clothes with 5 roaches inside. Gifted, twisted with this vibe, psychosis, my mythic mystic spits thick, sicker than cystic fibrosis, high voltage. In the notebook I wrote this, reflecting on my culture. Respect to all my soldiers, locked, 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 locked. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, raise your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, put your hand down, you're blocking my view. In an act of shamelessness, you need to adapt. This is dangerous, I'll suspend you from rap. At least till you get the hang of this. Received by different languages. For those who haven't heard of me, I make you have a change of heart like cardiac surgery. Rappers worthily begin to plan their escape, but they can't, cause I run circles around them just to get in shape. I take the cake over those only focused on wealth. Well, like a suicide bomber, we plan to blow up ourselves. Opposed to your health, generic will take the best you got. Going against me, you'd have more reservations than Native American restaurants, so spare another loss. Admit it, you got outshined. I'm straight on this track, so I'll never run out of lines. It's about time you took a loss and stopped complaining. Battling me, you couldn't get a second line out with call waiting, while still maintaining that your lyrics just beat what I wrote. I finish you off in soprano just to end this on a high note. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, you put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, you put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, you put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, you put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Raise your hand if you think you're stopping this crew. Raise your hand if you think that we're not talking to you. Raise your hand even if you're really not in the mood. Raise your hand, you put your hand down, you're blocking my view. Yeah. Come on. What's up? Just ask me how my rhyme scheme turns peace signs to crime scenes. I've seen crime mostly on TV, that's why I seem blind to the facts. In fact, I'm just blind. Mind so far over matter, my matter's been undermined. In matters of the mind, what matters most, not the fat crib, mad whips, cash or clothes. Cause I watch how fast it grows, that's how fast it goes. Nasty flow, creep up behind you, slash your throat. Catch and release, peace on earth is independence. How many pieces of earth can you fit independent? Poignant wisdom, you're missing the point in the pot you pissed. And all this pot in my piss, and something to drop my shit in. Better yet, a politician. function. Cause these peons is the crumbled up croutons in our nation's futon. Meaning in this country, nobody sleeps comfy. Cause when you're sleeping with the crumbs, sometimes you sleep crummy.
Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every precinct. Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every precinct.
I rehearsed my reversal role. It's a role reversal, no more of the old square, just pulled a full circle. Or maybe I just pulled a muscle, but either way I got pulled. No trigger, just a compulsive hustle, which makes me a compulsive liar. And while I'm at it, I'll need some new jeans when these ones result in fire. Check my pulse, attach the wires to the polygraph. I'll tell ya, I flossed with Kate Moss after she called me fat. Then she explained it, she was just speaking slang, rearranged right after claiming that I feared change. Aside from being a hypocrite, I'm also ignorant, screaming, I ain't taking no shit. Cause no one gives a shit. Give it up if you're not digging how my jib has been cut. Viagra couldn't get me up enough to giving a fuck about responsibility. Long as my ability to respond is to the taunts of a guillotine.
Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every precinct. Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every
Ask me how my rap sheets leave you wrapped in a sheet, gasping from attacks of asthma and collapse in the street. Rashes from the heat, force on one fastball, crafting the beat. To beat your craft with the week back, I'll be back in a week. Can't breathe, rarely pass on the trees. So many trees in my past relieve the grief of the grass on my knees. Refer to me as he who'd rather lead mad instead of stepping up to punk weasel rats and beating some ass. Believe in the height, great white streak in the night, reaching for the people's sight, just like a beacon of light. Speaking the truth, truthful speech I speak in the booth, ain't preaching, it's teaching the youth how to read and recoup. I don't read to regroup, out of greed I took the classes, went to the library and checked me out a book of matches. To put the fire to the bloodshot eye of the tiger, shot that shut his mouth and opened up my eyes wider.
Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every precinct. Searchlights humble but can't seem to find them. It ain't a crime if you don't get caught. They don't know who you are, and they don't know what you've done. He had his picture on the wall of every precinct. Searchlights humble but can't find them. Find them.
It's the same. Every time I see you.
Hey yo, this track is dedicated to all the people who have ever jeopardized the friendship to feed their addiction. Never me, never that. It's like Villagelliott, take the name for a joke, get choked by a dope rhyme like a rope around your throat. I hope that you wrote that suicide note. Why? Cause it's go time. Used to be so fine, introduced to the blow, might as well sniff a coke line. But it's a slippery slope when the snow's yellow, bro. Mellow out though, it'll catch up with you in no time. So I'm not gonna sit back and chill while you get whacked or still. Cause the fact of the matter is that the hatchet in your back is the act of the yak and pills. But I'm the backstabber, I'm the bastard who transformed to a hapless piece of crap and had the nerve to act like you were the asshole cause you happen to speak the fact. I should beat your ass like you asked for it, cause shit, you were begging for the blade work. Played yourself and I hated you for it, so I guess yes, that made me a hater. Make sure that you save some loot, cause dude, just because we used to be cool doesn't mean fools won't soon part from their money, rip the heart from the back so they're dunny like they're running from bulls, player. Coming from you, get none of the truth, just lies covering up your denial. You're a glutton for the punishment, stuffing your gut with it just because you can't fit enough in your pie hole. I roll with the punches till I'm black and blue from asking you to stop asking me to do smack with you, cause I refuse to crash into the end of the same motherfucking path as you. I'm a backstabber.
Every time I see you,
What's it mean? What's it worth to rule the earth? They say the truth it hurts, but the proof is worse. Substitute the number 2 for first. Still my stupid jerks who wanna loot your purse, suit your hearse. Some things I won't do for work. Believe me, it's a short list and it's diminishing. Before I'm finishing, I'm advancing my position in the school lunch line. I swear sometimes I feel like if I don't push, I won't be eating anytime soon, which isn't helping my mood. Got low blood sugar, I don't wanna be a drug pusher. Self-mockery, collecting dust like shelf crockery. Well, not to be a lesser aspiration, less assassination. I'm guessing the cash inflation will be the confessed infatuation. Looking for fast sensations, but they will last like class vacations. I just wish this game had less puzzles. Anxiety squeezing my chest muscles. I get stressed in my breath buckles. Depressed troubles, lights burst in my best bubbles. My flesh rumbles, jitters, I'm bugging out like entomologists. I couldn't handle half of all of this. Got mental scaldowits, I'm praying for apocalypse and still can't call it quits. I'd agree, life's beautiful when you've got food to hold, but she isn't cute at all when she hides my albuterol in her purse. What could be worse? Asthmatic lungs about to burst. What's it mean? What's it worth?
What's it mean? What's it worth?
To bust a verse.
What's it mean? What's it
To
worth?
say fuck the earth.
What's it mean? What's it
Just
worth?
another curse, bringing another tragic end to another search.
What's it mean? What's it
To
worth?
bust a verse.
What's it mean? What's it
To
worth?
say fuck the earth.
What's it mean? What's it
Just
worth?
another curse, bringing another tragic end to another search.
What's it mean? What's it worth? Stuck in reverse. Reversing stuck worth it. I'm going nuts. Going up to heaven's gates. And for heaven's sake, to be perfectly honest, I'm astonished heaven truly waits. We're sinners of the worst kind. Man, it killed this motherfucking track. Stole its soul for the first line. Inserted this rhyme through a syringe behind its ear. And never left it any time to shed a final tear. My primal fears exist only inside my severed head. Which I could off despite my golden locks. Cause they never dread right. Ready for bed, my mattress said 30 getting slept. So I hit the couch, and that's why I'm walking with a slouch. Tripping out cause my funds are broken. Need a quick fix. Besides the ramen noodles, I'm eating just to feed the nitwits. On either shoulder, you know the bastards that I'm speaking of. The devil's on the left hip, my angels beat him up. Guess he's reaping what he sows, so what I reap no benefits. In a village full of idiots, there's always the Villagelliott. He's not me, but I'm him, and he admits we look an awful lot alike when the lights dim. Makes it tough to fight when the entire conflict is internal. Your whole life is turned inside out like a popcorn kernel. But I'll never drop my journal, cause it's seen me through the worst. What's your dream? What's it mean? And what's it worth? What's it mean? What's it worth? To bust a verse. What's it mean? What's it worth? To say fuck the earth. What's it mean? What's it worth? Just another curse, bringing another tragic end to another search. What's it mean? What's it worth? To bust a verse. What's it mean? What's it worth? To say fuck the earth. What's it mean? What's it worth? Just another curse, bringing another tragic end to another search.
Another product of the anger in the nation, and I drop bomb of my generation.
Let's do it. Hey yo, impaired with diseases so rare I know there ain't no treatment. Some types of medication I take them, but they just ain't succeeding. I'll be retreating to an induced chemical state without headaches, back races, breaks, or of course hesitation. In-body viruses so complex. Once discovered, my doctors promised to take the severity so far out of context. Triggers the onset of stomach pains that make me vomit. I get migraines, I think I need medicinal marijuana, but not even ganja could bring a cease into the bleeding, proceeding to drip from this rip in my open lesion. My warts are needing topical treatment of liquid nitrogen freezing. Highest paid professionals hold them meeting. My health's receding like my hairline. Whine about the crooked alignment of my spine, developing over time to cause partial paralysis. Holler at my medical team to start the analysis. Situation got me clustered, clusterfuck events and abrasions, resuscitated from punctured lung. My other ones uninflated, suffocated when I talk, but all the nurses listen. Sickness so persistent that it's sticking up my nervous system. I sure am tripping. I hope the doctors diagnose an overdose of Novocaine to slow the pain and make me comatose. Her vitamins, her Vicodin, or just give me some niacin. At least give my wicked athletes put a squirt of Vicodin. Try again, doctor, need something to correct my posture. Unless I wanna move around forever with the help of a walker. They offer more, but I say I can't afford to pay for my lengthy stay. Cause well man, my health plan expired. But I don't wanna live. Attitude, sick of having a positive attitude. I'm full of drugs, just pull the plug, and I thank you with modest gratitude.
Your 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Yo, you'll have your 15 minutes of fame and come to find the business isn't a game.
You'll have your 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Yo, you'll have your 15 minutes of fame and come to find the business isn't a game.
First minute of his career, he heard women cheer. In an instance, his existence was significant among his peers. Underground for years, he slaughtered the competition, taking MCs out, making them pay like ugly
But
women.
it's just the beginning, minute 2, still no interviews, but yet he just got his crew review in the local news
A
gazette.
huge success? Nah, he's used to getting rejected. The major labels refuse, so he's reduced to independence.
But he's so stupidly relentless, he starts moving his own bootlegs on the street until his backpack gets
Back
jacked.
to a goose
It's
egg.
2 days from rent due, he's screwed if it's late, and that's the truth. So what this dude is gonna do to get paid?
He's losing faith, but wait, his producer calls up delighted.
It's minute 4, we're beginning a tour, and you're invited.
Excited after the conversation, he's provided with penthouse suites and first-class accommodations.
No problem to solve, it's awesome, they got him involved. Even advancing 50 grand for him to toss in his ball.
With bottles popping and models calling, it's not his fault. He opted to drop his girlfriend so she wouldn't get caught
Only
at
in
all.
the mix for minute 6, now he's living like a celebrity. Lets it get to his head and starts neglecting his integrity. Friends are dead to him, see, quit calling after he got signed. He's getting paid to rhyme, break bread, you want him to drop lines.
Gotta write rhymes, cause his #1 hit was a cover. Blew up and fired his manager, returning even his own mother. Moved to the suburbs to socialize with the glamorous, recited lines like a puppet. The record label had a hand
Now
in
the
this.
very analyst who panned him earlier, his rap's ex catalyst. Accuse him of scandal, he's sued him for slander, and now he's collecting
A
damages.
man possessed, he's convinced that he's conquered rap, and he hopes to boost his career modeling for magazines and acting. You'll have your 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Yo, you'll have your 15 minutes of fame and come to find the business isn't a game.
You'll have your 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Yo, you'll have your 15 minutes of fame and come to find the business isn't a game. The bad things start unraveling right around minute 9. He can find this out the hard way where platinum cards are declined. Price payments falling behind, happens to stars all the time. No worries, new album next month, it'll all be fine.
Just follow the signs, he's eager to further rise. On posters and many t-shirts, he's featured on merchandise. Immersed in ice, we can't preserve his popularity. Working Beverly, so he skims off the top of his charity.
Minute 11, generic, I gotta say, it's getting pathetic. He's been arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Thoughts of being a legend, he squandered with his stupidity. In and out of rehab, and has the nerve to ask for sympathy.
Now the minute reaches 12, he reaches personal hell. No press is bad press, but his disc is pulled from the shelf.
Yoink.
He wants him loud, taunts the crowd at the concert. An action that happens to be staunchly disallowed by the sponsor.
The label dropped him fast, it's a no-win, he's tied to his contract. On track for a raise when he takes his latest fast food job back.
Fries with that?
Now he's commonly depressed, moved back with his mommy when his belongings were repossessed.
You wanna see what's left of this withered, defeated piece of flesh? He sits alone at home waiting for the sweet release of
A
death.
feeble attempt, reaching frequently for his breath. Sees his reflection, deceased is what he's perceiving next.
Now he's a weakened mess, seconds away from completing the sentence. When it seems just minutes ago he was deemed as the freshest. Meaningful message would have been to take this time and use it, cause now his future includes an episode of Behind the
Yo,
Music.
swear this guy is clueless. He missed the moral of the story. As a celebrity, they accepted that he treated people poorly.
Oh, but he fiends before me.
Sets up a reunion, but he bombs on tour. Since success is out of the picture, it's back to the drawing board. You've had your 15 minutes of fame. Ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Ha, you had your 15 minutes of fame. Come to find the business isn't a game.
You've had your 15 minutes of fame. Ain't nobody gonna remember your name.
Ha, you had your 15 minutes of fame. Come to find the business isn't a game.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
The Whistler's Strange Story.
Village. Yo. At some point we all decide right or left, life or death, whether we buy or acquire by theft. Try to envy, analyze the entire spectrum, cause when I apply myself I'm applying some pressure. One thing I remember when revising my text, the good die young, why should I try to be next? Made an effort to associate with better people. They couldn't measure up to me, I don't relate to lesser evils. I'm a hellraiser, face full of infected needles. Let the record show that I never requested special treatment, nor will I ever receive it. Like the check in the mail or respect from the female I'm expecting to leave with. Believe I'm getting seasick, cause everything I see just exposes my stomach's inner weakness. It's a reflex, I can't call it, call a medic. You're all pathetic too, why bother being apologetic? I'm not finished yet, and I'm not sorry. Plus I completely forgot what time the hop got started. It should be a hot party, probably an instant classic, till all the assless chicks and masochists begin to crash it. Trapped in a rap abyss, serving this life is disconcerting when you learn how impermanent life is. I could get by with a wife and kids, I got something to strive towards. Give me something to die for, see if I live. So Billy, oh Billy, so Billy, oh Billy, so Billy. People see me in the street, go, oh shit, he's so village. Oh Billy,